Hello everybody, it's July the 25th, 2021 and I'm thinking back because there are so many problems to do with water and different things going on. In Japan in 2011, March the 11th, was an earthquake and tsunami. You're seeing a picture of a car showroom with a boat almost inside the showroom. I was in that showroom about 1 hour before the tsunami and earthquake actually happened. I had gone there to purchase a collection of old classic cars. Somebody was looking after me, I don't know who, but I agreed to buy a collection of cars on behalf of a customer. We paid the company and I left. I met the man and his family who sold me the cars, and I got on their bullet train to go back to Tokyo, which was where I was staying. I got on the train. The journey normally takes about 2.5 hours to Tokyo on the bullet train. We were going about 1.5 hours and it suddenly slowed right down and started shaking. And then it stopped. Then it carried on. Then it stopped and it carried on. Eventually, 6 to 7 hours later, it arrived in Tokyo. The whole place was frightening. And I know how lucky I have been, because the roads were splitting in the middle. There was a train coming up behind the train I was on, and it suddenly actually disappeared in the ground. The earth opened up and it disappeared. I have no idea how many people survived or died on that train. I do know that the people that I purchased the cars from unfortunately died with all the family, and the cars, obviously, they disappeared as well, but that's nothing. It was horrendous. I went back into Tokyo, luckily, and the people that I was staying with that helped me took me by foot to the airport to get out of Japan. And for one night I slept in a bath, a cast iron bath, because I wasn't too concerned, but people who knew me were concerned that I was going to die. I wasn't. The next day I got on a plane and flew to see my son in Sydney, Australia. It wasn't quite the next day. The actual earthquake happened on March the 11th. And I went to Australia about 3 or 4 days later. But there were many things that happened in between that. And Japan is an amazing country considering what had happened. There were queues and queues of people waiting very patiently for food, for fuel, and for all sorts of things. And they were very, very honest. You could leave a plate of money on the table. Nobody would touch it. You could leave your keys in your car. Nobody would take the car. That's what they were like. And there was no fuss. They were amazing. That was a very harrowing place to be at the time. But my goodness, it was amazing to be there and know that I survived from it all. That's all for today.